Now, it is our job to report the news that these why are we here civilian newsmen ignore.
Well, I have some other shocking news to tell you.
Definition of a scientist. A man who understood nothing till there was nothing left to understand.
How can anything survive in a climate like this? A heat wave all year long.
It seems to be a sudden general explosion of mass homicide.
There was a vaccine, just an experimental batch. We weren't sure it'd work.
This whole drug shit, it's not a black thing, it's not a white thing. It's a death thing.
Here it is. Here. Now. In the form of billions of microscopic bacilli.
You know, if I wasn't in uniform, I'd split your skull with the butt of this revolver faster than you could say police brutality.
Today, we've had a national tragedy. 2 airplanes have crashed into the World Trade Center in an apparent terrorist attack on our country. It is the calling of our time to win this war on terror.
We have to ask ourselves, where are the weapons of mass destruction?
Isn't it worth every investment necessary to free the world from the threat of nuclear war?
We begin bombing in 5 minutes.
We got front row tickets to the end of the earth.
Turn on my TV, flicked on the news channel. Another rapper got surfing, not clearing the sound. Catholic priest arrested in child sex scandal. Found dead in his cell, bloody beaten and strangled. Agent rock star collapses and dies on stage. A celebrity couple just announced they engaged. Olympic gold medalist has a sex change, while the dollar just crashed on the stock exchange. A state of economy pans out like a comedy, but ain't no politician live on carrots and broccoli. They stand on the podiums, preaching equality, and how they gonna save us from our world's economy. But our kids live in poverty, we don't eat properly. Can't afford to pay the rent on my property. Gotta win the lottery or commit armed robbery. Fuck the ideology, this ain't monopoly. Complain when our income taxes are soaring. They're still buying the sneakers that Nike endorsing. That celebrity couple now announced the divorcing. 60 years on and the Stones still perform. In the rainforest, they be cutting down trees as water levels increase in our oceans and seas. Temperatures rising up a couple of degrees while scientists invent a new contagious disease. Sick children awaiting life-saving operations. Violence breaks out at a peace demonstration. Another childhood star in rehabilitation. School principal charged after rape allegation. Kids abused both physically and mentally. White supremacy, the Klan holds rallies in Tennessee. A husband in D.C. in a method of jealousy beat his wife to death for her infidelity. Made her feel worthless, our lives have no purpose. Sadness inside, but we smile on the surface. Live our lives insular, judged by skin color. We might look different, but inside we are similar. Slaves to social media, no cure for leukemia. Planet Earth on a course with the giant media. The rich sit back and they just get greedier, whilst we stuck in the past like photographs and sepia. Meanwhile, way down south in sunny Florida, the student took his dad's on 38 caliber. Shot 17 kids in a high school massacre. Put a bullet in the head of his own grandmother. When the cops asked the kid why he lost control, he blamed it on TV and his games console. Said the devil spoke to him and possessed his soul. He got sentenced to life with no parole. In Minnesota, you got a racist cop who beat a black man to death when he begged him to stop. But bystanders with cameras, they took snapshots for the whole world to see on their phones and laptops. After 25 years of military service, an ex-soldier asked, was it ever really worth it? Couldn't sleep at night, said the dark makes him nervous. The sights that he saw made his brain short-circuit. Hit the bottom hard, cause his future looked hopeless. His wife and kids left, lost his job, became homeless. 6 months passed since the doctor's diagnosis. Passed away last week from liver cirrhosis. Politicians with cocaine flowing through their veins, in contention to run for presidential campaigns. Skyscrapers attacked by hijacked airplanes, while Putin drops his bombs on the Ukraine.
It's what we call a global killer, the end of mankind. Doesn't matter where it hits, nothing would survive, not even bacteria.
Refugees be fleeing from their enemies, while protesters overseas burning flags and effigies. Ain't nothing new, it's been our way for centuries. Innocent men locked down in penitentiaries, countries invaded, just more lives wasted. Ever wonder why the world is so full of hatred? Why they fight over oil across foreign soil, and the whole fucking world thrown into turmoil. All these wars are caused from that coding mix of our religious beliefs fueled with their politics, staring down at the void of a dark abyss as we teeter on the verge of apocalypse. And then what becomes of the human race? Will we survive or vanish without no trace? Or maybe fly a rocket up to a lunar base in the far-flung reaches of outer space? Or will we turn to the church of scientific research to reverse the damage that we did to our earth? Every ocean we sailed or every mountain we climbed would all be forgotten with the end of mankind. I guess you can say that ignorance is bliss, but it's only the things that you lose that you miss, like birthdays, waking up to open your gifts, or binge watching a new TV show on Netflix, that cool gentle breeze that blows across your face, or those cold winter nights out by the fireplace, maybe gazing at the stars high in the night sky, or the taste of your mom's homemade apple pie. This ain't science fiction, this is global extinction. They try to warn us, but we all too stupid to listen. The skies turn black, the sea of bloody crimson, a depiction of Christ at the crucifixion, and I'm out.
The war started when people accepted the idiotic principle that peace could be maintained by arranging to defend themselves with weapons they couldn't possibly use without committing suicide.
Your choice is simple. Live in peace or perish in violence. We shall be waiting for your answer. The decision rests with you.
Time's wiped out everything you ever knew. It's all dust.
I'm not given to wild, unsupported statements. And I tell you that we must evacuate this planet immediately.